So the flow for today is going to take us toward bird of paradise here. So there's going to be a lot of hip opening, and just kind of have that in mind. I'm going to take this into the inner thighs, definitely the hamstrings, other areas too, of course. But the bird of paradise is the one demonstration I have for today. So once we come into this, it's going to be the end of the sequence. There's going to be 2 variations you can take this into. So if you got any trouble with your balance, or if your hips aren't that open for whatever reason and the pose isn't working for you, you can always take the second variation. But to come into the full pose, you're going to be at the front of the mat at the end of each sequence. And we'll take a wide-legged forward fold. So see your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Keep your knees bent and keep your hips high, and just stay loose here to start. And then I'm going to lift my right leg. So that means for the full bind, my right arm's going to come around my right leg, palm up from behind. The left hand comes around for the grip. And be sure you've actually got your hands together in a full grip. So none of this stuff where you just barely hold on with a couple pairs of fingertips, all right? If that's where you're at, that's not really going to cut it. So just take the second variation of that if that's what you're feeling. But if you have that full bind, just hold on to it, keep your thighs squeezed in, so really use the bind, use the arms. And we're going to walk this to start. So you're going to step one foot back, and then the other, and then we'll step it forward. And then to take it into balancing, you bring your base foot underneath you. So that's my left foot. Put all the way to the base leg, bend deeper into the knee, lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up, and then look forward. Now just take it slow with an inhale. Bring your torso all the way upright. And you want to get your spine to vertical. Now, you can always bend into the knee of the leg that you're standing on. If you're ready to take it further, maybe extend the lifted leg. That's the very last step, keep in mind. And then to come back down, just take it slow, move with control, and try to release lightly to your forward fold. Now, if that version isn't going to work for you here, if you can't get the full bind, just take this other variation from here. So rather than wrapping your arms around your leg, you're just going to reach wide. So I'm going to lift my left leg this time. So I'm going to keep my left arm in contact with the left shin, right arm high. And again, just stay loose. All the steps are the same. You're going to step back, step forward, just keep that contact. And now my right foot's my base this time, so I'm going to bring that foot into center. Bend deep into the knee, lift the heel of the leg that's going to come up, and look forward. Treat this like you're lifting a heavy box, whether you got the full bind or not. And then just with an inhale, slowly bring yourself all the way upright. And bring that leg up with you. Just keep your arm pressing into your shin. Woo, hold on to your balance. And just bring your spine toward upright. Keep pressing that knee out to the side. And if the leg slides out, that's fine. Bring it down slow when you come back down. And again, release to your fold. And then from there, we'll take it into the Vinyasas. Just work it as best you can and see how far you're ready to go with all that today. And you don't have to force the pose by any means. It can be very stressful if your hips are tight or if your balance is just off for whatever reason. So to get this started, go ahead and come down onto your back. And let's start this out in Supta Baddha Konasana. So once you bring this down, it's soles, feet together, knees out wide. And when you set this up, it depends on you here. If your hips are tighter and the knees are pretty high up off the floor, go ahead and slide the feet away and make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And if your hips are more open, you can always pull the heels in closer. But relax around your hips as best you can. Let your knees settle down toward the floor. And if your hips are tight, I recommend resting your hands on your inner thighs. Now, you can always just have your arms out to your sides if you like, but wherever you take this to, let your low back take its natural arch. Let your shoulders sink down. Let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. And then when you're ready, here, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. And then just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And with the exhale, just reach this straight forward. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reach this out long. Now with the exhale, bring the arms forward, but curl up as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted here. Belly pulled in, low back down. And if your feet are further forward, maybe pull the heels in close. You want to go back and forth curling like this, but try to keep your low back on the floor. So with an inhale, roll this out again. Exhale, curl forward, stretch to your fingertips. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, curl, but reach past your right knee. Inhale, roll this out long. And then exhale, curl this left. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. And then with the exhale, curl left one more time. Inhale, roll this out. Now with the exhale, curl this forward, stay lifted here. Belly pulled in, low back down, knees are still wide. Now as you're looking forward, bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Palms open, elbows wide. Use enough pressure from your hands so you can still look forward without straining your neck. We're going to take this into the hips a little bit from here. So keep the head and shoulders lifted. Bring the right leg all the way down to the floor. So the right knee's still bent. Let your body just twist a little bit right. And then extend your left leg straight up toward the ceiling. Now straighten your left leg as best you can. Reach for the big toe. And with the right leg grounded, go ahead and bring the left heel down toward the floor. And then draw circles with your left big toe. And try to make those circles as wide as you can. Now just make the motion smooth here. Keep reaching through that left big toe. Keep your head and shoulders lifted and keep the right knee down. And just take this at your own pace. And then the next time you bring that left leg back up the vertical, keep circling but go in the other direction. And then the next time you come back up the vertical, just pause. And then set the left foot down to meet the right, you're back in Baddha Konasana, and take this the other way. So bring that left leg firmly to the floor, left knee down. Extend the right leg straight up. Now straighten the leg as best you can, reach to the big toe. And with your head and shoulders still lifted, lower that right heel toward the floor. And then come out to the side and draw circles with that right big toe. And just make them wide or narrow, and move as smoothly as you can. And work to keep that left knee grounded as you're moving. Now the next time you bring the right leg up the vertical, keep circling but go the other way. And again, keep your head and shoulders lifted here best you can. Now the next time you bring that right foot back up the vertical, just hold. And then bring both feet together, come back to Baddha Konasana with the knees out wide. And then just go ahead, release your head, bring your head down to the floor. I'm going to set this up for a bridge variation from here in Baddha Konasana. So soles, feet together, knees still wide. Bring the heels in close enough that you can start with your low back basically flat. And then keep your arms at your sides, but bend the elbows. Forearms to vertical, make your hands into fists. Keep your gaze up toward the ceiling. And then let's take this up and down. So with an inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips high. And then with the exhale, lower again. Inhale, lift up your hips. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press us up high. And then exhale, lower. And then with your next inhale, just lift one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted like this. And even as you're lifting, still try to pull the knees out wide. Keep the fists clenched, your elbows pressed into the floor, and just breathe. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just come all the way back down. Now once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, and just squeeze everything in tight. And then as you're squeezing, curl up into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now keep your spine rounded, keep your shoulders lifted. And we're going to roll back and forth, so be sure your spine's rounded or you're going to get stuck. So bring your weight back toward your shoulders, and then the tailbone. And then just keep on rolling back and forth like this. Now try to take this back and forth about 5 times. And then once you're ready to bring this up, we're going to take this up to boat. So go ahead, bring this up to a seat and try to keep your feet up off the floor. If you go too far, you can just lean back. But draw the thighs in close, hold your balance here. And then still keep your spine tall. Now release your grip, bring your arms out to your sides, bring the shins up toward parallel with the floor. And we're going to take this little bit of movement here, going back and forth from this position to kneeling. So bring the right foot behind your left leg. Now roll forward, right shin down, left foot down. Lean forward inside your left leg. You can use your hands if you need to, but come up to kneeling. Once you're up, squeeze your glutes at the top. And then pull back in, round your spine. Come down lightly, no impact. And come back to boat. Take it down on the other side. Left foot behind the right leg. Now roll forward, lean forward, left shin down, right foot down. Bring yourself up. You can always use your hands, but then press your hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Now, if you can take it further, try to reach forward without using your hands. If you need to use the hands, that's fine. But right foot behind the left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in. Round your spine, bring it down lightly, and come back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward to the top. Pull back in and round, and come back into center. Right foot behind the left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward when you're up. Come back down, take it down light, legs together. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward to the top. Pull back in and round, and bring it back to center. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, and come back to boat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, and bring your legs together. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, come back to boat, and just hold here. Stay balanced. And then bring your legs back to Baddha Konasana. Soles, feet together, knees out wide. Reach forward, take hold of your big toes. Pull the heels in close, keep the knees wide, and sit this up tall. Press your low back forward, keep your chest open. And then as you hold this, extend the right leg out to the side. Just take it to where you can. Come back to center with the feet to touch. Left leg out to the side. And then back to center here. Again with the right leg, extend this out, take it to where you like. Bring this back to center, keep your balance. Bring the left leg out to the side again. And then back to center here. And then start to lift both legs, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. Now wherever you take this to, keep your low back pressed forward, sit this up tall, keep your gaze forward. And keep breathing here. Now what the difficult part, I want you to hold your balance and very slowly just release your grip. Keep the legs where they are. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward, your hands come into all fours. Now once you find all fours, give yourself a moment here, move around, stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side, and just feel things out. And then go ahead, bring this into center, and we'll take this into the wrists right away. So wrists meet the shoulders and knees meet the hips to set this up. Now with your palms facing down, rotate your fingertips to the sides and then in toward your knees as far as you can go. So set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, grip the floor, and press your spine up toward the ceiling, and just start to feel that stretch move through the wrists and up into the forearms. You can always bring the hands closer to the knees, but if you can take this further, keep that grip, start to slide your knees back a little bit, and bring your knees together. And as you take this back, as you take the deepest stretch, see if the palms are still grounded. Now, if you want to take it further still keep the fingertips pressing down. And then just go back and forth, crossing the legs. Bring the right knee down past your left leg and just squeeze for a moment. And then come back to center. Left knee down past your right leg. And then back to center here. Right knee past the left leg again to squeeze. Bring it back to center. Bring your left knee down past your right leg. And then come back to center again. Right knee down past your left leg one more time. Come back into center. Left knee down past your right leg one more time. And then back to center here. And then come up onto the fingertips and walk the hands in close, maybe about 1 or 2 hands lengths in front of your knees. Now this time, flip your hands over. Actually, no, make your hands into fists. This is what we're going to do. 4 fingers in your palms, thumbs outside. And then just press the fist into the floor and keep the hands shoulder width, like you're punching straight down. Now you can always bring the hands in closer, keep in mind, but I want you to keep the fists clenched and your fingers curled in. So bend at the right wrist, bring the back of the hand all the way down. You can bend the elbow as much as you need. Come back up onto the knuckles. Do the same on the left side, and then come back up and just keep moving back and forth like this. Now as you go back and forth, you can take it light. You can take a deep bend of the elbows if you need to. But if you want to make it more intense and find a deeper stretch, maybe try to keep the arms as straight as you can. And just take this at your own pace. Now, the next time you bring the back of the right hand down, keep it down. Come to the back of the left hand as well. And then press the hands into each other like you're punching one fist to the next. Now, while you hold this, try to straighten your arms. Keep the hands clenched like this. And you should already feel that stretch. You probably won't be able to straighten all the way. But then I want you to take this side to side. So sink down and bring the right elbow to the floor. Come back up towards straight arms. Bring it down with the left elbow. And then come back up and just keep moving side to side like this. Now, as you're going back and forth, try to straighten up as much as you can once you come back into center. And again, just take this at your own pace. And then just give it another round. So try to finish with your left elbow down before you come back up to center one last time. And then just hold. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. Take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, come up onto the fingertips, down to sitting on your heels, and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, come back into all fours. Now wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips here to start. And we're just going to start to warm things up here and take things back and forth. So when you're ready, go ahead, tuck the toes of both feet. Actually, before we take this, let's take this into some spinal balance here. I want a little bit more prep. So just keep your gaze down. Extend your right arm forward and your left leg straight back. And just bring your body into one long line, chest still facing down. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, squeeze this in, elbow to knee underneath. Now inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. And then inhale, reach this out long and stay reaching. Look forward. Now bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand and find your left foot. And then once you find that grip, kick into your hand and try to pull that shoulder forward, bring the knee up high. And just breathe here, keep your balance. Now I want to make things a little bit more interesting here. So I want you to keep that left leg where it is, but release your right hand. Now right hand comes down inside your left hand over toward the left side of the mat. And go slow, bring yourself onto the fingertips on of your left hand. Stay open to the left side. Now, maybe stay here, maybe just reach back with the left hand, and that's fine. But if you can go further, take hold of that left foot. And if you have that grip, kick in your hand, pull the shoulder forward to bring the knee up higher, and this should be tricky. Take an inhale. Exhale, release, and bring everything down. And just move for a moment. Of course, we got to take all that on the other side. So once you're ready, just bring everything into center, chest facing down. Extend your left arm forward and your right leg back this time and just hold. When you're ready here, take an inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee again. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach this out long and stay reaching. Look forward. Bend the right knee, reach back with your left hand, find the right foot. And then once you've got that grip, kick into your hand, pull the shoulder forward, bring the knee up higher. Just hold your balance here and breathe. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, keep the right leg where it is and release your left hand this time. Left hand comes down inside the right. Now just take it slow. Come up onto the fingertips of the right hand, start to open to the right side. Maybe hover the hand. Maybe just reach back, and that's good enough. Now if you can find the foot, start to kick into it, but pull the shoulder forward. Hold your balance here as best you can and keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down, come back to all fours. And once you're in all fours, just take a breath or two. Now we'll take things a little bit further to warm things up and take this to the back line of the body a bit more. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips here to start. Tuck the toes of both feet. And let's take this back and forth. It's going to be a breath to movement sequence. So when you're ready with an inhale, extend your right leg straight back. Now exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Now the toes, the left foot are tucked. With your next inhale, straighten both legs, come up to a three-legged dog. And then bring it back down to all fours. We'll do that on the other side. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, curl in, knee to nose. Inhale, straighten both legs, three-legged dog. Exhale down to all fours, and we'll keep it steady. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. And then inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. And then inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to all fours and just hold here. Give yourself a moment here to breathe. And then one more thing before we move on to take this into the hips a little bit. Now I want you to stay in all fours, but take this into a lopsided setup. So come down onto the right forearm and stand your left hand. Right elbow to the side. Right hand moves into center. That form's diagonal. Slide your left hand back. Elbow stacks above the wrist. Keep the elbow pulled in. Now just look down at the floor. Put the weight to the right knee and hover the left. Keep your left knee bent. And then left knee out to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift. Fold the leg back in. Left knee to the side, high as you can lift. Now keep it lifted, keep your toes pointed left. With an inhale, extend that leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder, bring it in close. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder again. Inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder one more time, keep it here. And then move from the hip, step your left foot down, try to get it past your left hand. You can always walk it further forward. And the right forearm stays on the floor. Now bring the left arm underneath your left leg if it's not there already. And then see about binding this. Wrap your left arm around your left thigh, palm up and behind. And use that left arm to hook your leg and lean over to the right. Now see about taking it further. Maybe lift the left heel up off the floor. If you can take it further, open to your left side and lift that left knee higher. Now if you want to take it even further, keep the left thigh pulled in. You can extend that left leg if you want to take it there. Moving toward a version of that bird of paradise bind. And then go to release. Bring everything down. And come into all fours. And of course, from here, we've got to take it down to the other side. So when you're ready, bring yourself down onto your left forearm, but stay on your right hand. Left elbow to the side. Left hand moves into center. That forearm's diagonal. Slide your right hand back, stack the elbow above the wrist, and keep the elbow pulled in. Now just look down. Put the weight to your left knee. Hover the right knee up off the floor. And let's take it back and forth. Go ahead, reach, and go ahead, lift the right knee out to the side high as you can. And then fold the leg back in. Right knee out to the side. And then fold the leg back in. Right knee to the side. Now keep it lifted, keep your toes pointed, right? And with an inhale, extend the right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to right shoulder. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder again. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to shoulder one more time. Keep it here. And then move from the hip, step the right foot down. Try to get it past the right hand, or maybe you'll walk it a little bit. And then keep that left forearm down on the floor. So right arm underneath your right leg. Take the half bind. Wrap that right arm around your right leg, palm up behind. And use that arm to squeeze the leg in close. Now start to lean left. Maybe just lift the right heel a little bit, good enough. If you can take it further, open up to your right side. Lift the shoulder and lift the leg up off the floor. If you want to take it further still, maybe straighten the leg. Keep it pulled in. And then go ahead and release this. Bring everything down. And come into all fours. And then once you're in all fours, just give yourself a moment here. Move around, breathe. Now you can stay here and breathe, take a little break, maybe take another stretch. But when you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. When you move into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. And keep that long upward reach for the hips. If your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, let it go. You can always bend your knees. And you can stay loose with this. You can pedal this out, let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose, let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin, but then restack your spine. So slowly round this upper standing, bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly, and then just release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift it up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat, and let's step it back to high plank. Find your shape. Wrist the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And stay lifted like this. Take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides. And lower with control all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Just stay lifted here. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Press into your feet. Take some all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. And work to lift it up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward. Deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Now lift with the arms, but lift with the shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through our sun salutations here. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing. Reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. With the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas, next high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. We'll take 2 more rounds like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, lift up halfway here. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank the lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, pull back in. And bring the hips up. One last round, take a deep inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. Exhale, draw back in. Bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog and breathe here. Now, from your downward facing dog, inhale the your left leg high behind you. And with your left leg lifted open to your scorpion dog, bend your left knee, hang your left foot over to the right. With the next inhale, straighten that left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Now hold here, stay forward. And we're going to take this to fallen triangle. Left leg extends out to the right. Now drop the right heel, reach your right arm high, keep your hips lifted, keep your left arm straight. And this is good enough. Now if you want to take it further, take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away. Draw that shoulder back, gaze up high. Further still, lift the left foot up off the floor. However far you take this, keep your hips lifted and keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back to center, both hands down, left foot between your hands. And then the left foot to your base. So pull the right knee to your chest and round your spine. Now take hold of the right knee and let's bring this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, just take a moment, slow your breathing down. And then when you're ready, let's take a standing twist. So the right hand comes to the outside edge of the right hip. Left hand outside the right knee. Now pull the right shoulder back, open up your chest to the right. And this is good enough right here. Just keep your twist. If you're going to go further, you can reach the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot, maybe extend that leg, and maybe reach your right arm back. But just take it to where you can right now. Now we're still balancing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just turn back to center. Right knee lifted, hands to your hips. And switch it out. Right foot to the floor. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now root down to the right big toe. Be sure you're balanced. And once you're stable, bring the hands to your low back. Now interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. Put a little bend in your right knee. And we're going to go back and forth from here to warrior three. So hinge from the right hip, extend your left leg straight back. Bring yourself down toward parallel with the floor, wherever you can control. And then come up back up to vertical with the left knee high. Again, just take it slow. Hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg back, bring your body into line, look forward the whole time. And then come back up the vertical, left knee high. One more time. Hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg back. Now take it down low just to where you can hold and just breathe here. Left hip lower so stays in line with the right. Your hips are still squared. And then take an inhale. Now the exhale, slowly bend the right knee, left foot comes down. We're going to take this to warrior one. So just take a moment to adjust the stance. So deep under the right knee, left leg straight, both feet are flat. Left foot points to the side a little bit at least. Now pull the left hip forward, right hip back. Be sure you can keep the hips squared. You can always shorten or widen the stance, but let your hips sink down low. Now keep the arms bound, keep your shoulders pulled back, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest and bring your belly down to touch your right thigh. Back and forth, inhale, bring this all the way up, right? Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the thigh again. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the right thigh, hold this time. Now keep that contact, keep your gaze forward, shoulders pulled back. And then if you want to take it further, maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Further still, you can start to straighten the right leg, but still have your belly touching your thigh. Just take things to where you can. Right hip still pulling back, left hip still pulling forward so your hips are squared. Now with your next inhale, slowly bring your torso upright back into that warrior one stance. And then with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward, open up to the right. Now inhale back to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, hold here. Now look back over the right shoulder and take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face, and we pull that shoulder back. And then bring the left arm past the right thigh to brace the twist. Now it's good enough and you can stay right here, but if you want to go deeper, you can slide that left arm further past the right leg, keep the right shoulder pulled back. And if you want to take it even deeper, you can straighten the right leg, right hip back, left hip forward. But keep breathing here, keep looking over the right shoulder however far down you go, and keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release both hands down inside the right foot. Now go ahead, slide your left foot back. Let's take a long, low lizard lunge here. So the right foot's moving toward the upper corner of the mat. See if the ankle's past the knee. Curl the toes of the right foot up, keep them curled, and roll to the outside edge and keep that knee out to the side. Now to take it further still, bring yourself down onto your forearms inside the right leg. And just let your hips sink down low. Now this is good enough right here, and you can keep your left knee lifted. Now if you want to drop your left knee if you can, and if you want to take things deeper, bring the left knee to the floor and bend it, and pull that left heel toward your seat. And then you can reach back with the right hand. If you can find the left foot, pull the heel in closer, but then pull that right shoulder forward. Keep your left hip sinking low, keep that right knee out to the side, and just breathe here. Take things to where you can. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring yourself back up onto both hands. Tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, and then slide that right foot in so it's between your hands at the front. Now I want to set this up and come into a crouch. So put all your weight to the right foot, pull the left knee to your chest, and curl in. And we're going to open this up to revolved half moon from this position. So your left hand stays down, forward to the right foot, but over to the left. Let's take this back and forth. Lean to your left side. Inhale the right arm high and left leg back. Exhale, curl this in. Inhale the right arm high, left leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, right arm high, left leg back, hold here. Now keep looking right. You can bend the right knee if you need to. Straighten the leg if you can. And if you want to bind this, you can bend the left knee, reach with your right hand, find the left foot. Now if you have that grip kick in your hand, let it pull your shoulder further back and just breathe. Keep your twist. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now keep that fold loose. See if the feet are wide, wider than your hips. And this is where we take it to bird of paradise. Now keep a bend in the knees. And then if you want the full bind, wrap your right arm around your right leg, palm open behind you. Left hand comes around for the full grip, and be sure you can get the full grip. And if you want the other version, right arm in front of the right shin, left arm high. Now either way, keep the fold, and let's walk this. Step your right foot back, left foot back, right foot forward, and then left foot forward. Now to balance, bring your left foot to center. That's your base foot. Deep bend of the left knee, lift the right heel, and look forward. With an inhale, slowly bring this upright. And bring that right leg up with you. Now if you're reaching wide, just keep the right arm in contact with your leg. If you're bound, try to keep the thigh pulled in close. If you're going to extend the leg, it's the last step. Just hold your balance here and breathe. And then slowly, let's take it back down. Land lightly. And release to your forward fold. When you're ready here, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands and let's take it through a vinyasa. Now from down dog, we'll take all that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. No, actually raise your right leg high. Let me take that again. Inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. We'll hold that. And then bend the right knee, hang your right foot left. So take this into a scorpion dog. On your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, and stay forward. Now fall in triangle, extend that right leg out to the left. Drop your left heel, reach your left arm high, keep your hips lifted and just hold. This is good enough, but if you want to go further, left arm behind your back, half bind, palm face may pull the shoulder back, and maybe lift that right foot up off the floor, but keep your hips lifted wherever you take this to. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, back to center, left hand down, right foot between your hands. And then the right foot's your base. Pull the left knee to your chest and round your spine. Take hold of your left knee. And let's bring this to vertical again. Now once you're up, ground down to the right big toe. And then move into your standing twist. Left hand to the left hip, right hand outside to your left knee. Now keep your spine tall. Pull that left shoulder back. Open up your chest to the left side. And you can just hold here. If you want to take it further, right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. See about extending the leg. Maybe reach the left arm back. But keep your twist and keep your balance. Now take an inhale. Ooh, with the exhale, turn back to center. Hands to hips, left knee still lifted for a moment. And then switch it out. Left foot down. Bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. Now, once you're stable on the left foot, take that bind at your low back again. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, keep your chest open, and put a little bend in your left knee. Back and forth from here, hinge from the left hip. Extend the right leg back, bring your body into line, maybe come down toward parallel, and then hinge back up. Bring yourself to vertical with the right knee high. Again, hinge forward, right leg back, bring yourself into line, keep your balance best you can. Hinge back up to vertical with the right knee high. One more time, hinge from your left hip, right leg straight back and just hold. Keep your balance, keep your gaze forward, lower that right hip so it stays squared with the left. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bend the left knee, bring the right foot down, come into warrior one on this side. And go ahead and adjust. Deep bend left knee, straight right leg, both feet flat. Right foot points to the side at least a little bit. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back, let your hips sink low, keep your shoulders pulled back. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, lead with your chest, hinge forward, belly to your left thigh. Inhale, come back up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward again, belly to your left thigh. Inhale, bring this back up. And then with the exhale, one more time, belly to your left thigh, stay folded like this, keep your gaze forward. Now maybe take it further, press your knuckles toward the ceiling. If you want to go further still, you can start to straighten that left leg, but keep the belly in contact with your thigh. Try to look forward, left hip back, right hip forward, keep breathing here. Now with an inhale, bring your torso upright, back to that warrior one. Reach the arms up high. Take an inhale. With the exhale, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward, open your chest to the left. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Now look back over the left shoulder, stay open to that side. And take your half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing away. Bring the right arm down past your left thigh to brace the twist. And if you want to go deeper, you can start to slide that right arm further past the left thigh. Keep the left shoulder pulled back. Deeper still, you can work to straighten your left leg, maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. And just breathe with us here. Hold on to that twist. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, both hands down inside the left foot. Bend the left knee, slide the right foot back. Let's take that lizard lunge variation again. Now bring the left foot toward the upper corner of the mat. See if the ankles pass the knee at least a little bit. Curl the toes, left foot, keep them curled. And roll to the outside edge. Keep that left knee out to the side. Now take it down lower. See about bringing both forearms down to the floor. And you can always stay here. Now if you want to rest and drop the right knee, that's fine. If you want to go deeper, you can bring the right knee down and bend it. Pull the heel toward your seat. And maybe reach back with that left hand to find the right foot. But if you find that grip, pull your left shoulder forward. Bring that heel in closer and try to keep your chest squared toward the floor. Keep that left knee out to the side and just keep breathing here, however far you can take it. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, come back up onto both hands. Now tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, bring that left foot between your hands. And we'll take this into a crouch. All the way to the left foot, pull the right knee to chest and curl in. Now the right hand stays down. Forward your left foot over to the right, lean to the right side. Let's take it back and forth from here to revolved half moon. With an inhale, reach your left arm high and right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, the left arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, left arm high, right leg back, hold here. Keep the twist. Now you can bend the left knee, but straighten the leg if you can. If you want to bind this, bend the right knee, reach with your left hand, find that foot. And if you have that grip, kick into the hand to stay open and stay twisted. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now see if the feet are a little wider than your hips. Stay loose, heels and toes out, both knees bent. And keep your hips high. Now if you want the full bind here, wrap your left arm around your left leg, palm up and behind. Right hand around for that full grip. Otherwise, reach with the left arm touching the left shin and the right arm high. Keep the fold and let's walk it. Step your left foot back, right foot back, left foot forward. and then right foot forward. Now the right foot's your base. Step it into center, put all the way to the right foot, bend deep into that knee and lift your left heel. Look forward. With an inhale, slowly bring your torso up and bring that left knee up with you. Now bring your spine upright, keep that left knee out to the side, and keep the leg close if you got the bind, maybe extend the leg. Now when you're ready from here, take it down slow, land lightly, and release to your forward fold. Once you're ready here, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. With the exhale, set the hands, take another vinyasa. All right, from downward facing dog, let's take this into the next sequence. So with your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here. Now lower that knee toward your wrist, and then pull it up high toward the shoulder. Down toward the wrist, and then pull it up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull the knee up one more time. Hold here. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, fallen triangle, right leg extends out to the left. Now drop your left heel, reach your left arm high, keep your hips lifted. Maybe go further, half bind with the left arm, bring it behind your back. Maybe lift that right foot, but just hold. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands down, right foot down between your hands. Right foot's your base, left knee to your chest, curl in. Take hold of the left knee. And let's bring this all the way up again. Now once you're up, just take a moment, press into the right big toe. When you're ready, right hand to the right hip, pull your left knee out to the side. And just keep the hip open. This is good enough, but if you want to go further, you can reach inside the left leg, maybe find the big toe. And if you've got that grip, you can pull the knee higher or extend the leg further to the side. Just breathe here, stay balanced. Now I want you to keep your balance and keep your left hip open like this, but release whatever grip you have and keep the knee out to the side. Bring the left arm inside the left leg and use the tension between the arm and leg to keep everything in place. Now just keep your gaze forward, put a little bend on the right knee and go back and forth. Hinge from the right hip. Bring your torso toward parallel with the floor. The left knee stays to the side and then come back up the vertical with the left hip still open like that. And then take it back and forth. Again, hinge from the right hip. Left knee still to the side, gaze forward, bring your chest down low. Bring it back up the vertical and move with control. One more time, hinge from the right hip. Keep that left knee out to the side, hold here for just a moment. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just step the left foot back, open up to your left side. Let's take this into a horse stance here. So heels in, toes out, deep into both knees. Bring your hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor. Just come into this as a wide-legged squat. Now once you're settled in, bring your spine toward upright. Reach your arms up high with the palms facing in. And then keep your hips in place. Just move from the upper body. So reach and lean over to the right as far as you can. Gaze up high. Bring it through center. Reach and lean over to the left. Back through center. Reach and lean over to the right again. Keep the hips in place. Keep your gaze up high. Reach and lean over to your left side. Now through center one more time. Reach and lean over to the right. And then bring it back up to center. And then bring your hands down onto your thighs. Fingers in towards center. Now take this as a twist over to your left side with the right shoulder down. Now keep your hips low. Keep the twist, but bring the right hand to the floor inside the right foot. And just hold. Now if you need a little break, you can move your hips up and down. Maybe move back and forth a little bit. But just breathe here and keep the knees set wide. Now, if it's enough to stay in this position, this is good. But if you can go further, bring the right arm underneath the right leg, right hand outside the right foot. And maybe lean into this with that left knee still wide. If you can go further still, see about lifting the right heel. Maybe lift the right foot and keep that leg hooked over your arm. And if you want to go even further, keep the left knee to the side, but with your left hand, you can take hold of the outside edge of the right foot and maybe extend that leg out to the side and look up toward the ceiling. Just take things to where you can. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, let go of your twist. Bring both hands down to the floor. And then turn to the left. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. And keep your hands inside the left leg. We're going to take a lizard lunge variation here facing this way. So bring that left foot toward the upper corner of the mat. Keep your left foot flat, but the ankles forward of your knee. Now bring yourself down onto both forearms inside the left leg and keep the left thigh squeezing into your side. And let's keep your body long. You can stay right here. If you want to rest, you can set the right knee down, but keep it lifted if you can. And then if you want to take things even deeper, stay low, but you can reach the arms out to the sides, right and left underneath the left leg. If you want to bind this, you can wrap the left arm around the left thigh, palm from behind. Right hand comes around for the full grip, but your chest stays facing down. That left thigh squeezes in however far you take this. And just keep breathing. All right, from wherever you are, come back up onto both hands. And then turn to the right side. Walk your hands up to the front of the mat, around that right foot. Now put the weight to the right foot, curl this in, pull the left knee into your chest, and stay rounded. We're going to set this up to open up to half moon. Now this time your right hand stays down, forward to the right foot, but over to the right, lean to the right side. And then take this back and forth. Inhale the left leg back and left arm high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the left leg back, left arm high. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, left leg back, left arm high. Exhale, curl in again. Inhale, left leg back, left arm high, and hold this time. Now you can bend the right knee, but straighten that leg if you can. Keep looking out to the left. And if you want to bind it, bend your left knee, reach with the left hand. If you can find that foot, kick into your hand, let it pull your shoulder back. And again, stay open to the side, try to keep everything stacked here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now stay loose. Feet wider than your hips, heels in, toes out, keep your knees bent. And we'll take this up with the right leg. If you want that full bind, right arm reaches around the right leg, palm from behind. Left hand comes around for the full grip. Otherwise, reach wide with the right arm in contact with the right shin. Now either way, keep the fold and walk it. Step your left foot back, or right foot back. Left foot forward, right foot forward. And then bring your left foot into center. That's your base foot. Deepen the left knee, lift your right heel and look forward. Go slow with an inhale, lift your torso and bring that right knee up with you. If you're reaching, just stay in contact with the right leg. If you got the bind, pull the thigh in close and bring your spine to vertical. Maybe extend the right leg if you're going to take it there. All right, slowly, let's take it back down. Move with control and release to that fold. Once you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway here. And then with the exhale, set the hands, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle out. And let's even things out. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay here, stay forward. And then lower the knee toward the wrist. Pull it up high toward the shoulder. Down toward the wrist. And then pull it up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull up one more time and hold. Take an inhale. With the exhale, extend that left leg out to the right, fall in triangle. Drop the right heel, reach your right arm high, keep your hips lifted. Maybe go further. You can take that half bind, right arm behind your back, shoulder pulled back. Maybe lift your left foot. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, back to center, right hand down, left foot between your hands. And then the left foot's your base, all the way to the left foot, right knee to your chest, curl this in. Take hold of your right knee, and let's bring this up all the way again. Once you balance, just breathe here for a moment. And then bring your left hand to your left hip, pull the right knee out to the side. And this can be your pose. You can just stay like this. Now, if you want to go further, right arm inside the right leg, find the big toe. Maybe pull the knee higher, and maybe extend that leg further to the side. All right, now I want you to keep that right hip open. But whatever grip you have, release it. Just keep the right knee bent out to the right and bring the right arm down inside the right leg. Use the tension between the arm and leg to keep things in place. Now go slow. Keep your gaze forward. Pull bend the left knee. And then hinge from the left hip, bring your chest toward parallel with the floor. That right knee stays to the side. And then slowly come back up to vertical with the right hip still open. Again, like that, hinge from the left hip. Bring your chest down toward parallel, just take it slow. And then bring yourself back upright with that hip still open. One more time. Hinge from the left hip. Bring yourself down toward parallel, right knee still to the side. Hold here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, just step the right foot back, open up to the right side. And let's come back to that horse stance again. Heels in, toes out, move around, bring the hips down low. And then settle it with your spine toward upright. Now go ahead and reach the arms up high, palms facing inward. And then take this back and forth. Hips stay in place the whole time. So reach and lean over to your left, bring your gaze up high. Bring it back through center. Reach and lean over to your right side. Through center. Reach and lean over to your left again. Back through center. Keep the hips in place. Reach and lean to the right. One more time. Bring it through center. Reach and lean left. And then just come up to center with the arms up high. And bring your hands to your thighs, fingers curled in towards center. And then from here, twist over to the right, left shoulder down. Now keep your hips low, keep your knees wide. Take it further. Bring that left hand to the floor inside the left foot. And just use that right hand to keep the knee pressed to the side. Now if you need to back off a little bit, you can move the hips up and down, maybe side to side for some relief, but then settle into horse. And if you can take it further, bring the left arm under the left leg, left hand outside the left foot. Now the right knee still to the side. If you can take it further, maybe lift your left heel, maybe lift the left foot and keep that leg hooked around your left arm. And if you want to bind this, right hand to the left foot, see about extending that left leg and try to bring your gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep that right knee wide. All right, from wherever you are here, slowly just bring both hands down to the floor and then turn to the right. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. And keep your hands inside the right foot. Now I want to take that lizard lunge variation again here. So the right foot stays flat, ankle past the knee at least a little bit. And bring yourself down onto both forearms. So keep your body long, sink your hips down low, but try to keep that left knee off the floor if you can. Pardon me. And then if you want to take things deeper, you can reach wide, right and left. And if you want to take things further, you can bind it. Right arm around the right leg, palm behind. Maybe reach back with that left hand and find a grip. And keep that right thigh pulled in. However far you go, keep your chest facing down. And just breathe here. Now slowly take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back up onto both hands. Now turn to your left side. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Hands around that left foot. Come into low lunge for a moment. And then we'll come back into that crouch. The weight's on your left foot. Pull the right knee to chest. Curl everything in. And let's set it up so we can open a half moon. Left hand stays down. Forward your left foot over to the left side. And lean left. Take it back and forth. Inhale the right arm high and right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right arm high and right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, right arm high, right leg back. Exhale, curl in. Inhale the right arm high and right leg back and hold. Now stay open to the right. You can always bend to that left knee. And if you want to bind it, bend the right knee, reach with your right hand, find the foot. If you have that grip, kick into your hand, let this pull your shoulder further back, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, release, both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. Now, keep your feet wide, widen the hips, heels and toes out. Stay loose, keep your knees bent. And bird of paradise one more time, this time with your left leg. If you want the full bind, wrap your left arm around your left leg, palm behind. Right hand comes around for the grip. Otherwise, reach wide with the left arm in contact with your left shin. Now, stay folded, and let's walk it one last time. Left foot back, left foot forward, and then right foot forward. Now, to balance this, right foot steps into center. That's your base foot. Deep into the right knee, lift your left heel, look forward. Go slow. With an inhale, bring this all the way upright and bring that left knee up with you. Now again, try to get your spine to vertical. You can always bend into that right knee. If you're reaching wide, just touch the left leg. If you got the bind, keep the left thigh close, maybe extend. Now take it slow. Let's bring it all back down. Land lightly, come into that forward fold. And then from that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. With the exhale, set your hands and let's take one last vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle out. And let's take this into half pigeon. So when you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high behind. Exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, bring your left knee down, flatten your left foot. Pull the left hip forward, keep it in line with the right, and sink your weight straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright. You can go further in extension toward a back bend if you like. And if you want to melt down, you can bring it down to the elbows or come down all the way. Just take it to where you need to here. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. When your hands are close enough, tuck the toes of your left foot, release your right leg, and just shake it for a moment. Once the right foot's down, inhale your left leg up high. And with the exhale, bring it forward, left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Go ahead, bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you, pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. And again, sink your weight straight down. Now look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, out of the left hip toward the glutes. You can stay upright like this. You can go further toward the back bend, and you can always melt it down. Just take it to where you need to. All right, again, from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. When you're ready, tuck the toes of the right foot, release your left leg, shake it out. Once you bring the left foot down, bring your knees down to the floor. Legs out from underneath you, come all the way down onto your back. Now when you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in for a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. And we'll take this into one long round of back bending here. So I'm going to start the cueing out as bridge and then lead it into wheel. You can take wheel from the beginning if you want to hold it longer. And you can always stay in bridge, keep in mind. But start this out. Feet and knees, hips with distance apart. Bring the heels in close so your low back's basically flat while you're down. Arms at your sides, palms to the floor. Keep your gaze up high. Now when you're ready with an inhale, press in your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And just stay lifted. Now this is good enough, but hold the tension of the lift and keep your hips pressing high. And if you want to take your bridge further, you can bring your hands under your hips. Maybe interlace your fingers. Maybe pull your palms together. You can draw your shoulders further behind your back to open your chest up even more. And if you got the reach, you can go further still. Maybe hold the ankles. And if you got that grip, you'll be able to press the hips a little bit higher and maybe even open the chest still further. Now, if you're going to take it from bridge to wheel, keep your hips lifted, but release your hands. The hands come around your head. Palms to the floor, fingertips toward the shoulders, elbows wide, elbows high. When you're ready, press in your palms. You can lift the top of your head first, and then straighten your arms. Hips toward the ceiling, chest toward the back wall. Keep your glutes squeezing. For either pose, you can always pick your heels up if it's too much on the low back. That'll give you space. But keep your shoulder blades pressing toward each other. And try to keep your breath as deep as you can as you're opening up. Keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. And then once you're down, pull your knees into your chest, squeeze everything in. Let's take this into Supta Gomukhasana. Just release the left leg, left foot to the floor. Bring the right knee to the center of your chest and open that leg up to 90 degrees. Now let's cross the legs here. Pull the left knee in directly behind the right. And squeeze the legs together tight. Now it's opposite hand to opposite leg. You can hold the knees, and that's good enough. If you want to go further, you can work your hands toward your feet. And if you want to take it deep, curl your toes toward your hands, pull the feet down toward the floor and toward your shoulders at the same time. Now, whatever grip you have, keep your knees pulled in close and pull down. Work to flatten your spine as much as you can. And then press up into your hands as the hands are pulling down. Just breathe with this. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your grip, untangle your legs. Bring your knees to your chest side by side for a moment. And then we'll switch it out. So the right foot's going to be on the floor. Bring the left knee to the side of your chest and open that leg to 90 degrees. Cross your legs and pull the right knee in directly behind the left. Now squeeze down. And again, you can hold the knees. You can work the hands to your feet. And if you're going to go deep, curl your toes toward your hands and pull the feet toward the floor and toward your shoulders at the same time. Now still, whatever grip you have, keep the knees close, work to flatten your spine, keep pulling down, and keep pushing back up into your hands as well. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release your grip, untangle your legs. Knees to your chest side by side. Let's take it to happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees, take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And then pull down on both sides. Draw the knees down toward the floor, outside your ribs, and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Now if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, here, take a deep inhale, draw down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. When you're ready, just start to move again bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw everything back in. Bring your elbows toward your chest. Pull the knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.